Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualize My Asexual Life. This is supposed to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual. I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that great big subscribe button right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find the content useful, helpful, insightful in any way, shape or form, or you just want to give this channel some love. I really appreciate it. So, Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month then is over in the UK, but it's still the last day, the 31st of July, 2021 in the USA. So I'm going to finish in USA time. And today I want to talk to you more about my own personal interview at the back of the Asexual Perspectives book. And I specifically want to answer the question. So as an asexual person, would you have had sex basically if you had your time over again? Like, would you have wanted to have sex? You know, if you've had it in the past, would you have it again if you start your life over? So the question in this book is, if you were to look back at your life, what advice would you have given a younger version of yourself in regard to asexuality? Thanks for the thumbs up. This is Asexual Perspectives, by the way. Oh, hi, Super Ace Man Richard. Lovely to see you. Lots of love. Love your flag as well. Super cool. So I've said this is a really difficult one for me to answer because part of me likes the fact that I discovered through my heterosexual relationships that I did not like sex. And despite not having a good heterosexual relationship and some of my sexual experiences being awful, I am not sure I would change anything in that regard, because otherwise I feel personally for me, I would always have been wondering what it was like to have had sex. And would I like it? And would I like it? And I probably have not got the kissing experience that I love so much, because it is usually used in foreplay leading up to sex, even though I never actually wanted the sex. Because I have had sex with 5 different guys, 3 British and 2 foreign, with different this is very explicit, by the way, with different sized penises, and in different sexual positions and frequency of sex, and sex was the best thing in the end about my long-term ex. I feel I've had enough of sex to last me a lifetime, and to know it is not for me, and that I am definitely asexual. There is no confusion with me and no misunderstanding about myself and no thinking what if, and no trying to date sexuals anymore on conventional dating sites. So I have far less heartache in my life now than I may have done had I thought when I was younger that we are only 1% of the population and there was no interest. There was no internet stuff back then. If I were to give myself some advice when younger, it would have been that there are definitely others who want a relationship without sex, and you can actually find love without sex. Maybe then I would have been more inclined to have a traditional and conventional asexual relationship that so many other asexuals seem to want. Liam, hi, I am asexual and aromantic, and I have never had sex, and I plan on never having sex. That's great. Love, beautiful as always. Love you, Sandra. Oh, you look beautiful as always. I think you meant as always. Love you, Sandra. Thank you, Liam. That's lovely, and thank you for your input. I love hearing from you. Yeah, I mean, personally for me, like I said, I'm actually glad that I tried it. I'm glad that I did that. I'm glad I had that experience. It might be as well because I do have high arousal levels. And I love kissing so much as well. But for me, I would have always, I think personally, this is not for the majority of asexuals or anything like that. I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I just feel that I'm glad I tried it. And also, if I hadn't have done that now, I would not be able to write the Asexual Guide to Sex book if I hadn't had sex before. Well, I could still write because I could use other people's stories. Thank you for the thumbs up. But at the end of the day, I try to use as many of my own real life stories in my own books as possible. And I think had I not had sex, I wouldn't be able to write such a good book for the Asexual Guide to Sex book. I haven't actually finished it yet. I've still got content I'm adding to it. It's kind of, I've learned a lot over the last few years, but it's turning out more to be like a relationship a book about sex, you know. So a book that incorporates a lot of stuff about relationships and how a healthy relationship would look like, you know. So it's turning out to be something deeper than I thought it would be. And I'm really pleased about that because I feel I have like an obligation to asexuals to keep as many safe as possible, you know, and to give them a good foundation into what a good relationship looks like. It's very important to me. So, you know, for me personally, I'm glad I tried sex. I wouldn't, you know, I don't regret doing that. If I wanted it again, I'd have it again, but I don't want it again. I'm very repulsed by it these days. I've been 10 years free of sex this November 2021. So my last time was sometime in October 2011. I don't know when it was because I didn't go count the days or dates. But by November, I know I'm definitely free because I never had it in November. I split up with my ex, or he split up with me, should I say, 10 years ago on the 5th of November 2011. So I will have been sex free for 10 years. And to me, that's just an incredible feeling, you know. I mean, some people like would hate that. And for me, it's just a blessing. It's just like, wow, thank God I haven't had to have that for 10 years, you know, of my life. It's just a relief. It's kind of a feeling of, you know, release, you know, that from that life. And I really would love to eventually find a lovely asexual guy for me to be in a relationship with because I just think there's nothing better than pure asexual love. Obviously, there's a love of friends, and I do love my friends dearly, including my asexual friends. There's a love of my community on here because I love you all dearly. I really do. So, but yeah, for me, I just really, really, I'm glad for all the experiences I've had. I think because I've been with heterosexuals in the past, then I can help asexuals a lot more that are in relationships with sexuals or who, you know, are thinking about getting a relationship with sexuals basically. So I do want to say this before I go. This question was, if you could have one wish about being asexual, what would it be and why? I wish asexuality was recognised as a sexual orientation in its own right throughout the globe, so no asexual has to live in fear of ridicule ever again. And every asexual could be open about it to have a greater chance of finding a suitable life partner or friends. On a personal note, I wish to find my asexual Indian soulmate life partner and be happy together forever. So, yeah, I really do wish that everyone finds their beautiful asexual partner who wants to be in a relationship. And that is my life mission, you know, to get to get asexuality rather than heterosexuality, to get asexuality recognized as a sexual orientation throughout the globe so that no asexual has to live in fear of ridicule ever again. That is my life mission. If you didn't already know, that's the mission of this channel. You know, every day I literally live and breathe asexuality. There's no day that goes by where I'm not doing something to do with asexuality, whether it's posting in groups, answering private messages, reading emails, you know, and nothing makes me happier than being able to reach asexuals in a global way and help you know. So I just think there's so many positives to asexuality, and I'd like to read some of those out as well. So what are the positives about being asexual? Everything apart from the difficulty in finding a suitable life partner. I don't ever have to have sex again in my life. Hooray! No pain through intercourse, no chance of ever getting pregnant, no chance of STIs and STDs. As I refuse to date heterosexuals, I can date again without feeling anxious that the ace guy is going to want to have sex with me at some point, and I can focus more on getting to know if he would be a good match for me, rather than the sexual tension getting in the way and my hyper-romanticism and high arousal levels being mistaken for heterosexual attraction. I can find love without sex. I can make more friends, and I have a lot more friends because I now know that many guys are only suitable to be my friend and not a potential sexual partner. Also, I've made a lot of wonderful asexual friends since helping asexuals online, some of whom I see in person and would never have met or thought about talking to had I not found out I am asexual. I can meet others who are asexual and understand me, both online and through meeting up with them offline. Either one-to-one or through the asexual meetups that I organise locally. I have a deeper understanding of myself and even more self-love now. I am more fearless because I have to talk about intimate personal details online in order to help other asexuals. I know my body better and physical needs and limits in a relationship more now, and what I do and don't like. I'm more self assured and confident with who I am, my relationship goals, and my life purpose. I feel honoured and blessed to help other asexuals as much as possible, and that gives me great satisfaction and a sense of achievement in my life. I can link other asexuals to each other and spread awareness of asexuality on more global scale. I can be part of a world-changing mission to get asexuality recognised as a sexual orientation in its own right throughout the globe, so no asexual has to live in fear of ridicule ever again. I feel I can bridge the gap between asexual and sexual understanding, as I have lived in a heterosexual life in the past, despite being asexual. Even though I have not had as much sex as some would have had, I'm still very experienced in this and knowledgeable. I can write more asexual books as I have the experience of being asexual, and I'm well connected to a lot of asexuals around the globe, and I adore writing. It's my life purpose. I live and breathe asexuality every day of my life. I am constantly seeking to understand asexuality better, despite whatever personal view I hold. I have become much more open minded to increase my understanding, awareness, knowledge of asexuality, and to help others. I can design more asexual t shirts and enjoy that creative pursuit at the same time raising more awareness of asexuality. I always love to be not normal and stand out, so being asexual really suits me and my already quirkiness. I believe I really can make a difference in the lives of asexuals, and this is so empowering. So, yeah, I love you and I appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're here on this channel. Thank you so much for the most fantastic Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month ever, celebrating our diversity across the asexual spectrum and our differences within it. Grab yourself a copy of Asexual Perspectives, which is on Barnes and Nobles, Waterstones, and of course Amazon, and available from any good bookshops. There's 47 asexual stories in there, including the rest of my own. And I look forward to seeing your next video live stream. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that great big bell icon below the subscribe button to get notified of every time I go live like now and post a new video. Take care and lots of love. Bye. Nice to see you, Liam. Nice to see you, Super Ace Man. Lots of love. Thanks for being here. Bye.